3, 2. Hello, I'm back. I made my last video 2 days ago, and I was talking about the top 5 games I was playing on the PlayStation Vita, but you couldn't see them. Like I said, the screen was blurry on my end, and I apologize. And the games I was playing, oh, they're not on this one, they're on the other one. Anyway, the games I was playing, I could just find the name for them first. Oh, hold on. See if I can find something useful. Ah, here we go. Okay, this is the different memory cards, it's not on this one. Anyway, like I said in my last video, I had a game that I beat. It took me 2 weeks to beat it. It was a pain in the ass, and I don't hate the story. I never hate the story. I hated the trials. And you do 5 chapters, there's 5 trials, and even if you think you're right, sometimes you're wrong. And the only way to get for the trials is to get it from beginning to end. And it's an hour for each trial, an hour trying to figure out how to put the puzzle together, an hour for each. So there's 5 trials in all, because there's 5 chapters. And just when you think the game's done, they hit you with a 6 chapters to a 6 trial, which is ridiculous how long the trial is before you even finish the game. You finally finish the game, and in the end of the game, there's a part 4. Now people say it's part 3, but I've played all 3, and I beat all 3. I beat the first one within 4 months. I beat the second one within 2 weeks, and I got a bit better with the third one, also 2 weeks. And right towards the end was an Easter egg that somehow they didn't explain how the main character survived the death. It doesn't explain how that works. The thing is, in the game, she's a computer virus. She died in the first one. She became one with the computer, and she was deleted in the game, but somehow she survived. No one knows how she survived, and I've looked on all the videos, and I didn't really understand that myself. Anyway, I was just playing a couple of minutes ago. I was just playing DayZ, not DayZ, sorry, State of Decay, and I got all my my stuff. I got my supplies, my weapons, and my pills from a far part of the game. I got back to the safe house, and I had all the stuff in the car. And when I went back into the car to put the stuff, the game glitched like it always does, and there was nothing in there. So I did all that hard work in the game for nothing. So I saved it, and I just turned it off, because State of Decay is a great game. When the game glitches and you get a lot of stuff, and most of your stuff is missing, and that's when you get pissed off. You do all that hard work for nothing. And I was trying to say that in my other video, but I had to make the last video really short. So yeah, it took me about 2 weeks to beat the last one. The smartasses decided to make a 4th one because the game got so popular, and it got like it. But I personally, my opinion, I don't like the game. I like the story, I like all the characters, and the big letdown is that all the characters that you like in the game are going to get killed off. It doesn't matter what character you like or how well you know the character, that character is going to get killed off, and that bothers me. The thing is, the last one was so cliche, because the last 15 characters that were in the last one That exactly the same way they did the other one. And the funny thing is, they will lay it down the line like the redhead had it was his sister or her brother or best friend or whatever. And I'm like, I'm playing this halfway through the game. I'm like, huh, this all looks familiar. They literally, if you play the second one, they literally have the murderers done exactly almost the same way. Like nothing in the game is hardly changed except for the characters and the names, and some of the characters kind of look alike. And some of the characters in the game are just so. I mean, you're trying to save this person's life in the game, and they just stuck up their own ass. And it's like, why do I even bother trying to save you? And the character dies. And in the last breath, they blame you for letting them die. They mean the main character. They blame the main character for your death, and it's not fair. So then you have to go on a trial saying who did it, and you find out who did it, and then that character gets killed off by the headmaster, who is the most annoying talking bear ever. And his name is Monokuma, and he's the worst character in the game, and he pushes the characters to kill one another off. The last 5 main characters don't go along with the kill because they want to get out of the school, but they don't want to die. Anyway, enough about that game. There was another game I showed you before in the last video. I was playing One Piece, and it is brilliant. The graphics are great. The story is great. There's only one problem is that it's in Japanese, so I don't understand what they're saying, but they have subtitles. But other than that, I don't care because I don't like games where you get to the part where it's so hard you literally can't think about what you're doing because there's so many trials. This is just an RPG game. You just go around, you beat the bad guys up, you save the people, you fix a few broken down buildings, and it's a great game. One Piece is one of the best games I've ever played for the PS so far. And I've played many games on the PlayStation VR. I've played a lot of games. And even if they're all PSP games, I've played a lot of games. And I have a lot of good times. One, it's a game that pushes you to the edge and you have to really think. One of those goddamn thinking games and you have to push puzzles and all that. That annoyed me because I never could finish it straight away. I remember that I got a puzzle game and I got it for about $7 and I thought it was a good deal because it was 29 at the time. And it took me 3 weeks to do the whole game when in reality I could beat a game 3 or 4 days, but when it takes 2 weeks to beat one game, that's when it annoyed me. So yeah, that's all I have to basically say. This games this RPG games I like, and I hate. I'm always gonna hate role-playing games. I hate to my opinion, the worst games I've ever played ever, and I cannot stand role-playing games because you have to get every single clue to figure out who did it. Even though the player knows who did it straight away, it just doesn't go the way you want it to go down, ever. Even if you know that character did it, until you get to the last part of the chapter 1, that character did it. So I want to know what game you like and what game type really pisses you off. Because you can't like every single game. That's physically not possible because there's so many games made out there. But I want to know you, the viewers, what game really annoys you. Like, for example, is it RPGs? Is it zombies? Is it strategy games? What game annoys the hell out of you? I made a part 1 to my video before and it was only 4 minutes. This is 9 minutes and 35 seconds. So I'll see you in the next video. It's late, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta get up in the morning. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Goodbye.